Hello there, very good afternoon to all our viewers. You're watching Lunchtime News and we are coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. Bringing you the news, I am Joel Outscoon. Let's start off with a look at our headlines for this afternoon. Increased employment opportunities for Sri Lankan professionals in Malaysia. Statement from the Deputy Minister of Malaysia. A total of 300 kilograms of cocaine discovered from the container yard in Palyogoda. Donald Trump accepts Republican presidential nomination. Starting off news this afternoon, the government of Malaysia has agreed to provide increased employment opportunities for Sri Lankan professionals and skilled workers in Malaysia. An agreement in this regard will be signed at the end of this year.
A special discussion was held in this regard when the visiting Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia, Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, called on President Maithripala Sirisena at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday. The Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia is in Sri Lanka on a two-day official visit. Dr. Ahmad Hamidi extended an official invitation for the President to visit Malaysia, and accepting that invitation, President Sirisena said he would visit Malaysia in the future.
Meanwhile, Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia, Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, called on Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe this morning. The high-profile meeting, which was held at the Temple Tree, saw the participation of a group of Malaysian state delegates. And on to a trending story, the Police Narcotics Bureau says that the total weight of cocaine discovered from a container yard in Palyogoda is 300 kilograms. The cocaine was discovered concealed inside two cargo containers at the yard. The cargo containers containing sugar had been imported from Brazil via Portugal. The director of the Police Narcotics Bureau, SSP Kamal Silva, said that the local street value of the stock of cocaine discovered is almost 4,500 million rupees. The cocaine was discovered after 6 cargo containers in the yard were inspected. Another seminar organized by the JVP under the theme The Increasing Loans and Taxes and the Fall of the Economy was held in Kalutara yesterday.
Million ගණන් හොරකම් කරපු කට්ටියට සතියෙන් ඇප. එහෙම පොඩි පොඩි හොරකම් කරපු කට්ටියට ඇප නැහැ. දිගටම හිරේ තමයි ඉන්නේ. අපේ රටේ නීති හැටි.
Those who stole millions are released on bail within a week. However, those who committed petty crimes are made to languish in prison without being granted bail. That is the nature of our country. If we did not file complaints, not even this many cases would have been examined. The situation now is like they have found everything using Aladdin's magical lamp. Everything has magically materialized. This has not happened magically, but everyone has stolen in whatever manner possible. We are obtaining loans and heaping massive loans onto the country. These individuals are wasting and stealing half of the money that is obtained on loan. They say that the economy is in crisis and that we need to drink bitter medicine, and for that purpose, VAT needs to be increased. However, while increasing VAT, on the sidelines, 600 million has been allocated to purchase security vehicles for the Prime Minister. If their spines are getting twisted when they travel in a pickup, what happens to the spines of the general public who travel by bus? And can you call them buses? Those are vehicles where bodies and seats have been fitted onto truck chassis by private companies. The real buses are those in which tourists travel. The general public travel in trucks onto which seats have been affixed. However, that is not considered as a problem, and the fares of that too is hiked. However, the ministers cannot travel in those. They need vehicles worth tens of millions of rupees in this economically unstable country.
චීට් හයි කරගත්තු. ඒවා අවුලක් නැහැ ජනතාවට. ඒකෙත් ගාස්තු වැඩි කරනවා. දැන් ඒකෙත් ගාස්තු වැඩි කරනවානේ. ඇමතිවරුන්ට එහෙම බෑ. ඒගොල්ලන්ට කෝටි ගණන් වලින් වහන ගේන්න ඕන. මේ අමාරු රටේ. සල්ලි නැහැකින් රටේ.
Still on to local news, a gathering titled Let's Strengthen the People's Struggle, organized by the joint opposition of the Court Electorate, took place yesterday.
Parliamentarians Namal Rajapaksa, Vimal Weerawansa and Kumar Velgama were present at the gathering which was held in Nugegoda.
They are attempting to move forward while inciting fear. When our march is drawing closer, most of the members are summoned to the FCID. What are they thinking? They assume that we will cancel our program simply because Basil Rajapaksa, Namal Rajapaksa, Velgama and CM are put behind bars, or when Kanchana is intimidated, or when DV Uppal and Kodikara are replaced. That is what they hope for. That is why they are pursuing us.
DV Uppal mantrikamen ayin amatikamen ayin karama. Kodikara mantrumala amatikamen ayin karama. මේ පාගමන කැන්සල් කරලා ෂේප් වෙලා අපි ඉඳී කියලා. ඒකනේ බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. ඒකනේ මෙලුවෙලු ගහන්නේ. දැන්
They are making different charges and chasing us. The fact that they need to keep in mind is that the movement of the people will only get stronger each time they throw a punch at us. That cannot simply be destroyed by a few attacks. It now appears to show that it's no point attacking because we bounce back each time. Don't you feel ashamed about the government looking at the two headlines on the newspapers itself? It read, Namal out, Basil in. Next time it's Basil who will be out and Yoshita will be taken in. And then it will be Yoshita who will be out and then another Rajapaksa will be sent in.
අන්තිමට මුන්ට රාජපක්ෂලා හොයාගන්න බැරි වෙලා විජේදාස රාජපක්ෂ උනත් දාන්න ඉඩ තියෙනවා.
Minister of Ports and Shipping Arjuna Ranatunga participated in an event held in Payagala yesterday. The ceremony to unveil the pinnacle of the Sri Lanka Rama Mahavirahara in Payagala took place last evening. We created divisions among races. We created divisions among religions. However, today, all of that has stopped. As a minister of this government, we are aware of this and operate in a manner where we are on a lookout for such scenarios. When these constitutional amendments are being made, the President and the Prime Minister discusses the process with us. I can state with responsibility that we will never allow the foremost position given to Buddhism to be reduced. I can responsibly say that no one in the government or the President or the Prime Minister will come forward with such an initiative. Well, large crowds gathered today as well to extend their wishes to the Torch of Hope rally, which is currently underway to muster support for the Sri Lankan athletes representing the country at the upcoming Olympics. The rally, organized by the Capital Maharaja Organisation Limited together with Newsfirst, is supported by the Ministry of Sports, Ministry of Education and the National Youth Services Council.
The Torch of Hope commenced today's leg of the journey from Ampara. The event was held under the auspices of Assistant District Secretary of Ampara, Chintaka Nanayakara, and Ampara Zonal Education Director, Sunil Gunathilaka. Students from the Uana Thisapura Vidyalaya and Ampara Bandarnayaka Balika Vidyalaya as well as local residents were present for the event. School sportsmen and women from Ampara accompany the torch today. The Torch of Hope motorcade is expected to reach Siambalandua and then end today's journey in Monaragala.
Well, on that note, we wrap up this edition of Lunchtime News. Thank you very much for stopping by. But before wrapping up, here's a reminder that you could keep abreast of the latest and trending stories on our award-winning website. That is simply by typing www.newsfirst.lk. Join us again in the next hour as we keep you on the know of the very latest. For the News1st team, I'm Joel Outskone.